Hello guys, welcome to our channel YNR Daily Signal. This channel is specially created for all the young and the restless fans out there. Here you'll get daily updates, the latest spoilers, episode breakdowns, shocking twists, character analysis, and exciting predictions about upcoming storylines. If you're a true YNR fan, make sure to subscribe and stay connected with us for fast and reliable updates from Genoa City. So don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to YNR Daily Signal, your daily source for everything the young and the restless. Nick's world begins to unravel in ways even he can no longer ignore. What started as quiet whispers about his behavior has grown into undeniable concern. His addiction is no longer a private struggle hidden behind forced smiles and sharp retorts. It seeps into every decision he makes, every conversation he has, and every risk he takes. The weight of it follows him like a shadow, darkening even his strongest moments. Those closest to him see the change, the hesitation in his eyes, the flashes of defensiveness, the way he overcompensates when questioned. Victoria is the first to fully accept that this is not a passing phase. She watches her brother closely, recognizing patterns that frighten her. As strong and stubborn as Nick has always been, she knows addiction doesn't negotiate with willpower alone. It chips away at clarity and pride, convincing its victim that everything is still manageable. Victoria wrestles with how to approach him, push too hard and he will shut her out. Say nothing, and she risks watching him self-destruct. The balance between love and confrontation becomes her greatest challenge. Nick insists he is fine. He insists he has control. But deep down, he feels the cracks forming. There are moments, brief and unsettling, when he questions himself, moments when he wonders whether he has gone too far to turn back easily. Yet pride remains a powerful barrier. Admitting weakness has never come naturally to him, especially not in a family built on strength and dominance. While Nick fights his internal battle, danger lurks externally. Matt Clark's return sends shockwaves through Genoa City. Old memories of manipulation, violence and betrayal resurface. Nick and Sharon know better than anyone what Matt is capable of. This is not an enemy who can be ignored or underestimated. He thrives on chaos and vulnerability, and right now, Nick has both. Sharon stands beside Nick as they decide to turn the tables on Matt. Instead of waiting to be targeted, they formulate a plan to outmaneuver him. Their strategy requires precision, trust, and emotional steadiness, three things that feel fragile in the current climate. Working together reignites a familiarity that neither expected. There is an ease between them, a shared history that makes communication almost effortless. Yet beneath that ease lies unspoken tension. They have hurt each other before. They have loved deeply and lost painfully. Facing danger together brings back memories of who they once were and what they might still be. Victoria, determined not to lose her brother to either addiction or an external threat, steps into the plan. Though the Newman security team could handle much of the situation, Victoria refuses to sit on the sidelines. Protecting family has always been second nature to her. She channels her anxiety into strategy, helping Nick design a trap for Matt that will leave little room for error. Still, she cannot shake the fear that Nick's judgment might falter at the worst possible moment. Meanwhile, Victor Newman operates on an entirely different level. A threat to his family is not something he takes lightly. He does not react impulsively, he calculates, anticipates, and neutralizes. His methods are deliberate, often ruthless, and always strategic. Yet this time, his actions are shrouded in secrecy. He returns from being out of town and offers Nikki only vague explanations. His decision to keep her in the dark weighs heavily on their marriage. Nikki senses that something is off. She knows Victor well enough to recognize when he is withholding information. While she trusts his devotion to family, she also knows the cost of his private wars. The silence between them grows, subtle but undeniable. Nikki must decide whether to push for answers or continue placing blind faith in the man she has stood beside through decades of turmoil. Victor's maneuvers extend beyond the immediate threat. He reaches out to allies quietly, reinforcing defenses and preparing contingencies. Every move is layered with intention, yet even the most powerful patriarch cannot control every variable. The more secrets he keeps, the more isolated he becomes. Power protects, but it also distances. Elsewhere in Genoa City, emotional tensions rise on multiple fronts. Audra and Noah find themselves revisiting their shared past. What begins as casual conversation quickly deepens into meaningful reflection. They speak of missed opportunities, misunderstandings, and the choices that pulled them apart. Time has changed them both. Noah carries scars from betrayal and heartbreak. Audra carries ambition and guarded vulnerability. Still, the chemistry between them remains undeniable. For Noah, reconnecting with Audra feels both comforting and dangerous. He questions whether reopening old doors will bring closure or fresh pain. For Audra, nostalgia blends with possibility. She is not one to dwell on regret, yet she cannot deny the pull of what once was. Their renewed closeness exists against the backdrop of looming danger, making every shared moment feel more intense. Chelsea and Sally, meanwhile, find themselves on opposing sides of a growing conflict. Their rivalry has simmered for months, fueled by ambition and insecurity. Now it erupts into open confrontation. Professional disagreements evolve into personal accusations. Words cut deeper than intended. Both women believe they are justified and neither is willing to concede ground. Their clash ripples outward, affecting those connected to them. Allies are pressured to choose sides. Business decisions become emotionally charged. Beneath the anger lies something more complicated, a shared understanding of what it means to fight for survival in a competitive world. Yet understanding does not equal forgiveness. Audra's role becomes unexpectedly pivotal when she intervenes to stop Sally from making a costly mistake. Though rivalry still defines much of their dynamic, Audra recognizes the potential consequences of Sally's impulsive choice. Stepping in blurs the lines between adversary and reluctant ally. Whether this moment fosters future trust or deeper resentment remains to be seen. Daniel reaches his own emotional crossroads with Phyllis. Years of complicated loyalty have left him exhausted. He loves his mother, but he cannot continue allowing her manipulations and emotional volatility to dictate his life. Choosing to cut ties is not an act of cruelty, it is an act of self-preservation. Phyllis struggles with their rejection. Her instinct is to defend herself, to justify every decision she has made. Yet beneath her fiery exterior lies genuine hurt. Losing Daniel's trust forces her to confront uncomfortable truths about her behavior. Whether she chooses reflection or retaliation will shape what happens next. Kay's confession to Phyllis adds another layer of intrigue. Whatever he reveals gives her leverage, and Phyllis has always known how to use leverage effectively. She listens carefully, analyzing every detail. Information is currency in Genoa City, and she has just acquired a valuable asset. Devon's frustration with Kane resurfaces in a heated confrontation. Accountability is not something Devon treats lightly. He demands answers, clarity, and acknowledgement of past mistakes. Ken attempts to explain himself, but tension overrides reason. Their fractured bond reveals how deeply past betrayals still sting. Concern for Lily intensifies as Devon and Nate search for answers. Her absence creates a void that cannot be ignored. They suspect Victor may know more than he is admitting, but extracting information from him proves nearly impossible. Victor answers questions with measured calm, revealing little and concealing much. The uncertainty fuels anxiety and determination in equal measure. Nate, striving to remain composed, encourages careful strategy. Devon, driven by emotion, leans toward confrontation. Their differing approaches test their partnership, yet both share the same goal, finding Lily and ensuring her safety. Lauren, meanwhile, receives an unexpected offer that forces her to reconsider her current path. The proposal promises opportunity but carries subtle risks. She weighs ambition against stability, knowing that every decision in Genoa City has far-reaching consequences. As the week unfolds, every character finds themselves navigating uncertainty. Trust is tested in marriages, friendships, and business alliances. Old wounds reopen just as new threats emerge. The delicate balance between loyalty and survival becomes harder to maintain. Nick's internal battle remains the emotional core of the unfolding drama. His addiction challenges not only his strength but his identity. Setting the trap for Matt becomes symbolic, a chance to prove he is still capable, still reliable, still the protector he believes himself to be. Yet redemption is rarely achieved through a single act. It requires honesty, vulnerability, and sustained effort. Sharon sees both the fighter and the fragile man within Nick. Her support is steady, but she knows she cannot fight his personal battle for him. Victoria stands firm, refusing to let family fracture under pressure. Victor moves pieces across the board like a master strategist, determined to eliminate threats before they fully materialize. And looming over it all is the undeniable truth that secrets never stay buried in Genoa City. Confessions spark new schemes. Alliances shift without warning. Emotions run high, blurring the line between right and wrong. By the time the week draws to a close, no one remains untouched. The storm gathering over the Newmans grows stronger. Relationships are redefined. Power dynamics shift. Choices made in desperation set the stage for future consequences. In a city where passion fuels ambition and loyalty is constantly tested, every move carries weight. Every secret carries risk, and every heart, no matter how guarded, remains vulnerable to the forces of love, betrayal, and redemption. The calm never lasts, the tension never fades completely. And as one battle nears its climax, it becomes clear that an even greater reckoning may be waiting just beyond the horizon.